Um, this podcast was a mistake. I thought it was going to be a genuine podcast. First episode, they decided to roast me for an hour and a half, tell repetitive neckbeard jokes over and over again. And I was just fine with that, and I was on board with that. I was just trying to get them together, trying to get them to know each other, be comfortable with each other. And the one common thing they had was that they knew me, and if they wanted to spend an hour and a half fucking making fun of me, making neckbeard jokes or whatever the fuck, and I was fine with that. And I was actually on board with it, and I tried to have fun with it first time because really that neckbeard thing. That was something I genuinely was hard on myself for. I made fun of myself for that. But it really got old quickly, at least for me. The second episode was more of the format was focusing on one topic or several related topics and breaking them down, um, forming an opinion, and then sharing that opinion, and then having a discussion with each other. Uh, but Caleb apparently didn't want to do that. He said that the first episode was probably the best one, and with the freestyle conversation. And I was like, okay, I guess we should do that from now on. And we agreed to do the show every Friday and Saturday. Um, so, the third episode, it was me, Sam, and his girlfriend, but you couldn't hear either of them. So it was just fucking me screaming into the mic um, with no context, really. So that one didn't really go very well. Um, the fourth episode, the one we did last night, I was fine if they wanted to make fun of me occasionally, then that's fine. That's normal. But they didn't want to do that. They just wanted to completely fucking hijack my podcast and humiliate me on the fucking podcast. And they really went for low. They really went low with this one, in my opinion. Like, they genuinely fucking tried to tear me apart. Um, you know, that fucking Italian girl situation, that was a fucking joke that they really took too far and too seriously. I talked to Caleb about that because I knew he was gonna fucking bring it up, and I told it like a genuine story. Uh, because it was just a fucking joke. I just wanted to see how gullible they were, and they were skeptical, so that was fine. But yeah, that went too far in my opinion. What else? Yeah, I had a semi-serious conversation with Keenan a few hours before we went on, and he told me to make a list of topics and we should talk about those. I was like, okay, I'll do that. And I thought, we were genuinely going to do that, but we didn't. Instead, it was just, the same fucking podcast as the first episode, except even more disturbing, more grotesque. And genuinely just more targeted at me. I made myself vulnerable. I tried to play along with this one too in the beginning. I just got pissed after a while because they were coming on my podcast. They were trying to take it over. We were trying to be the fucking lead of the show, and they did. Congratulations, Keenan and Caleb. You got what you wanted, I guess. Or at least that's what it appeared you wanted. So I generally think this was a fucking mistake. I guess I'll leave these videos up, so I can look at the failed abortion experiment of my collection of failures. Um, just see that this was a mistake, and it was, yeah.